Okay, our first presenter, Gulnoza Radjabova from Uzbekistan. Let me introduce Gulnoza Radjabova. Dr. Gulnoza Radjabova is an associate professor, PhD at Uzbekistan State World Languages University, specializing in English lexicology and integrated language instruction. Her research focused on corpus-based language pedagogy, particularly the use of COCA to enhance students' writing competence. She is actively involved in teaching training, curriculum development, and international educational projects aimed at promoting student-centered learning and innovative teaching practices. She's going to speak on the topic of corpus technologies in teaching writing. Welcome, Gulnoza.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. It's a great honor for me to be here. And first of all, I would like to thank the organizers of this event. Thank you, RIC, and thank you, Reload team, Nargiza, Kimberly. Yes, it's a great job and of organizing this second Open Central Asia Regional Interest Community Conference. Yes, and giving such opportunity for me to present here. As it was mentioned before, sharing is caring. And my interest to corpus linguistics and corpora started from the USA when I was there during one of the programs. Then this opportunity was given to me, and I learned about it there. And I would like also to congratulate with 250th anniversary of independence of the United States of America. And one more thing, can I share my screen? Erkin? Could you let me share the screen, please? Yeah, and today I would like to share some of my research, some of my teaching experience with you. And it's a great pleasure for me to be part of this professional community. And that brings educators and researchers from across Central Asia and beyond. Yes, not only Central Asian republics. As you know, my name is Gulnoza Radjabova, and I'm interested in corpus linguistics, corpus-based language pedagogy, and today I would like to talk about this part of my research. It will be partially theoretical, a little bit, but I would like also to share some practical tips how it might be used during your lessons, your classes. And at the end, you are welcome to ask questions.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you.
Gulnoza, you can share the presentation.
Thank you.
We have made you a co-host.
Thank you very much. Yeah. So first of all, what is corpora? What is corpus linguistics? And here, corpora in singular it is corpus. It is balanced collection of real world text, yes, of authentic texts. Why it is very important, I will explain you later. And today, corpora is generally, let's say, machine-readable data collection. And corpus linguistics nowadays is relatively new approach, yes, and that it deals with empirical study of real-life language. It is not just artificial language, let's say English language, but it is real life, the language which native speakers use in their daily life. And it is a bit different from the official artificial, let's say, language which is studied and which is presented in most of the textbooks. And today I will show why. And why the corpora was created. I also teach lexicology and lexicography. Lexicography, it is the compiling dictionary process. Yes, those who compile dictionaries. Yes, dictionaries are very important in our life, in studying, in teaching. Yes, and the corpora, firstly, was created to help lexicographers, those who created these dictionaries for us, to help to make their life easier, their work easier, and their work more representative and valid, reliable. Because first lexicographer, official scientific lexicographer Samuel Johnson, when he created his first English language dictionary, most of the items they were entries, yes, dictionary entries were not reliable because in most cases he wrote, I think it is this one, this word means this one, but I'm not sure, yes, in most entries. And Corpora made it possible to make this work of lexicographers more reliable. And John Sinclair, he's one of the most outstanding corpus linguists, let's say, he told any lexicographer working with English language today must owe a huge debt to what evangelists have called corpus lexicography. It means that they should be very thankful to this. Later on, after lexicographers, corpus linguistics came to teaching, language teaching. And in 2008, Lothar Römer, he suggested two ways of using this corpus linguistics and corpora. First is indirect amplification, yes, only which is used by teachers themselves, by researchers themselves, in order to create materials, reliable materials, authentic, real-life language materials. And second one, direct application. It was introduced by Tim Jones in 1991, and it is called DDL, Data-Driven Learning. And according to Tim Jones, every learner is a Sherlock Holmes. It makes possible for our learners to become detectives. To become detectives, to search language themselves, not to get ready-made materials, not to get ready-made language chunks, collocations, or whatever, but to come to these collocations to prove that these collocations are very true or not true. And indirect use, as I mentioned before, it is just the results of corpus-based investigations. It comes to firm basis, yes, for both linguistic description on the applied side and input for language learning. It is just input for creating materials, creating textbooks, etc. Because most textbooks, modern textbooks, are corpus-based. They should be corpus-based because they provide us the ready-made materials, authentic materials. And we also have direct use. As I told before, as I mentioned, Tim Jones mentioned that every student is a Sherlock Holmes. And it develops inductive learning and enhance learners' autonomy. They become independent learners. They it encourages learners' discovery skills. And nowadays, yes, one of the 21st century skills, yes, soft skills, it should be that being able to research something independently, yes, and it coincides with these aims, let's say, yes, of teaching, modern teaching. This term, corpus-based language pedagogy, was introduced by Chinese scholar King Ma, and I was very lucky to attend her webinars while doing my research. And she told the ability to use the technology of corpus linguistics to facilitate language pedagogy in the classroom context. It is very important. Yes, I do agree that it might be difficult for teachers to move from traditional teaching to more technologically advanced teaching. Yes, because teachers have to learn how to use corpora. Yes, and today I am going to show how it might be used, yes, in our real life classrooms. Yes, our real classrooms. Why corpus-based language pedagogy? What is the aim, yes, of it? First of all, it is access to authentic language, real language in use, and genuine examples. enhancing noticing and analytical skills. Students will be able to notice language differences maybe, yes, and analyze, because most of our learners, yes, are future teachers, especially in our context, in my context, they are future teachers, and they should be able to analyze and to choose which one is reliable source, which one is non-reliable. So they pay attention to grammar features, to vocabulary, to collocations, to formulaic sequence and language formulas. And promote, as I mentioned before, promote independent learning, learner autonomy. She introduced 4 steps of this model, yes, of designing corpus-based language pedagogy. So first, testing students' knowledge. Detect lexical errors and gaps. Yes, find. For example, our students make a lot of mistakes. And instead of just correcting them, these mistakes, teachers can collect this data, yes, where they make errors, they make mistakes, and direct them. Yes, hands-on corpus researches by students look for language patterns. Yes, they detect it, and clarify for themselves what is correct, what is incorrect, and why. Yes, and inductive discovery by students summarize language patterns and then use them. Yes, drafting, redrafting in their writings. It is also very important. We introduced 5 steps of CBLT teaching. Yes, introduction to technical organization of working, how corpus technologies work. I chose COCA, Corpus of Contemporary American English. Introduction of lexical units to search in corpus, peer discussion, yes, of the search results, implementation, yes, making their own writing, and peer editing and teacher feedback at the end, reflection and final drafting. COCA. Why I chose COCA? Corpus of Contemporary American English. As you see here, there are some link. There is a link, englishcorpora.org. And why I chose this corpus? Because it is one of the largest genre-balanced corpus of American English and most widely used corpus of English. There are more than 1 billion words. To be exact, it is 1,200,000,000 words of text from 8 genres. It is spoken, fiction, and by the way, when it is fiction, there is a transcript of different movies. Yes, there are also movies, TV, movie subtitles, blogs, and other, and they provide transcripts of these movies and links to these movies or blogs or whatever videos. Yes, and one more, the most important thing, it is constantly updated data. Yes, you can get because they update it every other year. So it means that you can get access to the most recently used language materials, let's say. Yes, and COCA makes COCA the only corpus of English that is large, recent, yes, and has a wide range of genres. So as you see here, the distribution of these genres, spoken, and pay attention that it is balanced. So in each genre, there are texts which are balanced, not one is more, one is less, yes, provided with materials, no. And I worked with academic language, but you in your classrooms, you can use webs, yes, blogs, TV and movies, yes, the language of TV and movies. It depends on your aim, on your research interests, or in your context, yes, with which, or spoken language, why not? So how to use it? First of all, to register, yes? If you text Corpus of Contemporary American English, you can see this layout, yes? And here you can register. You log in or register. First, you have to register. In order to register, you see this bar. You can write any word and press Find Matching Strings. After that, you will get this layout. It is very quick. Write your name, email address, create your password, select your country. But one more important thing here, don't choose university professor, graduate students, or whatever. Choose this one, other. Okay, it will be easier because in our context, we don't have access as university professors or graduate students. Our universities don't have this access and don't pay for it. Yes, that's why it's better to, it's easier to choose other in order to get access to register. Yes, and write your these letters which are given, submit. You will get the link to your email address. Follow this link and close everything and enter again using your email and your password which you created. So it is very easy. It will take you 5 minutes, no, not much. There are some technologies, and today I will show some samples which are taken from real textbooks, which this textbook is great writing, National Geographic textbook, which is used by the first and second year of students in technology in Ha. Yes, University of Information and this one, I show some, maybe not mistakes, but I show that this one, the data is not authentic and corpus-based, let's say, yes? Technology, we have frequency list. You see here, list. And you can find, I wrote discuss. Could you tell me, could you text in your, chat box, yes, discuss, which prepositions we can use discuss with? Prepositions which we can use. Can I get access, Erkin, to some, yes, charts, yes. Prepositions which discuss can be used with. Discuss with, okay, good. Discuss about, okay, about, perfect, great. Let's check. Let's check. So, discuss. Just a moment. Yes, I wrote discuss, and you see there is a space, and I use these asterisks in order to check the words which comes afterward. Afterwards, you should write space and this asterisk. So, discuss, this, that, how, with. So we have this, with, but discuss without preposition, it is the most frequent one. You see? Not discuss. So where is about? Do we have about? No. Yes. We have about. Yes. There are only 85 stances. Yes, 85 examples of discuss about, but the most frequent one is discuss, using discuss without any preposition. You can search. Students also can search it. So you see beside this one, discuss with, we have discuss in, yes. If you press this word itself, you can get access to wider context, yes, and students can check, can read, and can get access to bigger data. Okay, so we also have discuss at, yes, frequency list, yes. You can also use in frequency list such things as collocations, phrases, more important than, for example, yes, more often than, more likely. You write more than space, than asterisks, and then any other words, yes, than, for example. Yes, I checked this one. The most frequent one is more important than. Others also can be used in writing of your students. You can also find the forms of the words, yes, jump, jumped, jumping, jumps, or whatever, yes, and also find synonyms, yes, synonyms of words. How to search synonyms? Synonyms, in order to find synonyms of words, you should write this mark, equal mark, знак равно, yes, and type the words in this bar, in this search bar. And you will get this access to wider context. And as you see, beautiful. Beautiful is the most frequent synonym for the word gorgeous. Yes, we also have lovely, attractive, DLS. Students can press and get access to wider context and find which register it can be used in. So now let's come to this one. This exercise is taken, as I told, vocabulary exercise is taken from Great Writing textbook, which is produced, yes, published by National Geographic. And here, could you write text in the chat box? First one, which one is correct?
Yes, please, dear participants, chat the answers in the chat box.
On a daily, yes, on a daily basis, absolutely. Thank you for chatting on a daily basis. Now let's check with corpus, yes, with corpora. Let me move. Yes, you are absolutely right. Perfect. On a daily basis, it exists. Besides daily basis, do you see how many options of this combination, let's say, collocations, let's say, yes, expression exist in real, in authentic language, yes? Besides, on a daily basis, we have on a regular basis, on a case-by-case basis, on a weekly basis. But besides this, we also have on a yearly basis, it is below. 106 cases, but it exists. But in the text, it is given what? Students should choose either yearly basis or daily basis, and they will choose without thinking that second option might also be correct. Yes? Yeah. And I move. In order to move to wider context, you should press this one, which is in blue, and you can get wider context. Yes? Yes. On a daily basis, in different genre, in academic, in spoken, in blogs, in movies, and everywhere it is used. If you press this one, you can get bigger context, even get access to this article, to this transcript or whatever. Yes, and it exists in academic language. Absolutely. Students say, okay, it exists in academic language, we should use. But we also have on a yearly basis, you see? And here also, it is used in academic language. Possible. And providing textbooks with only one option and no opportunity for students to search which one is correct and to prove it. I think nowadays it is not so reliable, let's say, yes. So second one, do you remember there are all options? Make or has sense. Which one is correct? How do you think? Please write in the chat box. Sorry. It makes sense or it has sense? Yes, absolutely. It makes sense. Thank you. Yeah, you are absolutely right. It makes sense. It's correct. Let's check. Let's go to, yes, it makes sense. It is the most frequent one. 4,325 cases. And also we have it has sense. 5 cases. Okay, let's check. It has sense. Yeah, it is used in movies, in blogs. Maybe it is typo, it is mistake, and it has other meaning. It has sense because, yes, and the meaning here is a bit different. But students will check if you provide this data for them, will check and prove it and come to their own conclusions, yes, themselves, without instead of just choosing one of the best alternatives. Also have in conjunction with or in, which one is correct? Write in your chat box, in our chat box. In conjunction with, perfect. Yes, in conjunction with. Let's check. Let's go to Coca. Yes, I wrote in conjunction in the list, yes, frequency list, I wrote in conjunction and leave space and asterisk. Yes, in conjunction with is the most frequent. Yes, we also have in conjunction in. It might be typo. The students can come to these conclusions themselves. Yes, can be used in conjunction. It is academic also language and magazine, but it exists in academic language. Okay. Next one, some people claim. Yes, the correct one, I wrote, some people claim and get, yes, 94 cases of some people claim. Okay, good job. And here, yeah, this one is correct. And second option was some people entail. And Coca case, no, sorry, it is not correct. Yes, but if you provide this access to corpus, to corpora, to students themselves, they will prove themselves and they will memorize it better. They will develop their noticing and analytical skills themselves. Yes. Also, beside this list tool, we also have chart, collocates, as you see, word provides the access to the profile of any word, access to any profile, and keywords in the context, quick, let's say. Yes, let's check this chart. What does it provide? Chart tool provides displays, yes, that options show total frequency in each section, yes, and frequency, chronological development of any word. Let's check what fake news. So this collocation, let's say, yes, this phrase appeared mostly in spoken language, in magazines and newspapers, yes, not other genres. And it develops as a expression much later, after 2015. Yes, it became frequently used. Also, you can use collocations. Yes, what words it collocates most frequently. Yes, fake news media, the most frequent one. Yes, fake news stories, CNN, Facebook, and the rest. Yes, according to this, as the list is provided according to the frequency. And we also have one more tool, keywords in the context. Keywords in the context provides search for difference and strings of words, yes? So students will see surrounding context. And one more important thing, this surrounding context is given in alphabetical order. At the beginning, if you remember, I told you that corpus-based language pedagogy, you can teach your learners through their mistakes. They make mistakes and you ask them to check. Please check. And keywords in the context help them to check their mistakes themselves. For example, subscribe. Yes, subscribe button. Yes, the keyword is given in the middle. And after that, you will see that different colors, they are divided according to part of speech meaning. Yes, yellow, it is what it might be preposition. Yes, and this one is noun or whatever. Yes, subscribe by email, for example. It is the most frequent. The students can see themselves the most frequent usage. Yes, of different words and different collocations. So these ones, essay moves, if you teach them the essays, yes, their findings, they can find in these collocations, the aim, the verb, etc. But the most important, I would like to show you the errors. Yes, the errors, the most frequent errors. For example, students use visit to somebody, okay, enter to place, discuss about, do a mistake. From my opinion, they use this language, make these errors, make these mistakes in their writing, in their speech. You can ask your learners to find. For example, visit. I use keyword in the context, visit, and visit to. You see, visit to. Okay, visit to base camp. Visit to Central America. Visit to date R. Yes, to date it is. And they come to conclusion, rule. Yes, they make their rules, create these rules. Visit to a place. visit plus to infinitive, but not visit to somebody. And this will be just the rule which is created, which is proven by learners themselves. Enter 2, second one also. Enter 2 is possible. And as you see, enter to a place, it is only in blocks and fiction, not in academic language. But rule, enter to a place in blocks only. It means colloquial language. In academic language, enter a or the place, enter to plus infinitive. It will be rule for them, which is created by learners themselves. So, to conclude, yes, how to work. You can create, make it in the form of competition with your learners, yes. Here I give that how my students, they're university learners, definitely. And yes, I share their findings, they share their findings with their peers, yes, a lot of different. You can organize this one. Provide data which they should find first, yes. You have to teach them how to work, yes, with Corpus, how to make it, let's say, something, provide material, provide, maybe they will find their own mistakes, whatever, and then work with it. In the form of competition, divide them into groups, and next day, next class, they bring with their findings, they share these findings, they discuss it, and they work. Yes, and as a conclusion, I would like to tell that corpus-based language pedagogy, corpus-based language teaching is a relatively new approach, yes? And teachers themselves should learn how to work with corpora, should know how to work and teach learners how to subscribe, how to register, how to use different tools. Investigate it. Teachers themselves should investigate. And one more thing, some of you might tell, we have AI and Corpus is much behind. No, AI is based on Corpus. First came Corpus, and on the basis of Corpus, AI was created, this big data. And it doesn't provide this large access to materials. When I want to search something, I ask AI, and it provides several examples, and that's it. They are very trivial, they are very shallow, let's say. But the rest, if I want to search more, deeper, I have to go to Corpus. I have to look up Corpus, okay? That's why you can create your classrooms like technology-based classrooms, corpus-based language teaching, and it will be interesting for your learners to investigate and develop their analytical and investigator skills, let's say. So this is my reference, the sources which I used while preparing this one and doing my research. Thank you very much. Questions, you are welcome.
Thank you, Gulnoza, for the great presentation. We have questions here. Nariman asked that, is it mandatory to pen an asterisk?
Yes. You have to search. I don't provide all information, yes, about this. It is easier. It makes your life easier. If you want to find prepositions which come after each any verb, for example, you have to write verb itself and the word prep with capital letters. It will show only prepositions which come after. Or you want to know nouns which can be used with different words, yes, or verbs. You have to write verb with capital letter or noun with capital letter afterwards or before. If you don't use asterisks without space, you can get the forms of the words. For example, able, disable, disability. If you write asterisk, able, for example, and you can get the forms of them. It is also very interesting for learners to find different forms of one word, the derivatives of one word. Why not? But before going to classroom, you have to search yourself. Yes, this Coca to subscribe or do this work.
Thank you. Thank you, Gulnoza, for your answer. And the next question is from Kasti. In the era of AI, COCA might be out of date for EFL teachers since any AI platform with reference to COCA can show the most frequently used collocations with any word or part of speech. Shall you provide a proper prompt for ChatGPT or any other platform to assist in learning, or to what extent COCA is relevant in AI era? By the way, me, Resonant, am I fan of COCA? Thank you for the question.
Thank you very much for your question. As I mentioned before, while doing my research, I use also AI to compare. It doesn't provide this much data. No. Even if with good prompt, it doesn't provide. Never. And it provides ready-made data. You don't need to search to do anything. But just believe me, if you want to do more research, you have to approach to different corpus.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Gulnoza. It was
Yes, I will
great
share
to-
my presentation. Some of you asked me to share.
Yes,
I will
yes.
share.
All the
Yeah.
participants are asking about the PPT of your presentation. Thank you, Gulnoza.
Yes, I will share, but in order to look at it, in order to read it, it's better to use playing mode because a lot of animation, a lot of different pictures on one another, and that's why it's better to use like playing mode, okay, while looking
Thank
at it.
you.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Gulnoza. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for agreeing to present at our second conference. You are very experienced teacher. I know from our regional access teacher regional conference in Uzbekistan, in Tashkent, Uzbekistan in 2024. Thank you so much for sharing
Thank
your
you.
experience. We are very happy to have you today. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting for this opportunity to share. I'm very
You are always
grateful.
welcome. You are always welcome. Okay.